Hi everybody, it's Crystal. Welcome to my channel, Bagoday Crochet, where we talk about anything and everything that is yarn and crochet related. And today we're going to be talking about yarn. Now you might notice right off that I'm wearing a type of hat that I never wear. So I'm wearing a cloche style hat they used to wear in like the 20s and the 30s. So it does have a purpose for this video. So I'm doing a yarn review, and I made this hat with the yarn and it's felted. Isn't it pretty? Now it is still a little wet because when you take it out of the dryer, or when you take your felt out of the wash, you have to set it up to dry. So that's what it kind of looks like. And yes, I do have a tutorial for this. You'll find the link to that in the description box and in the comment section. Very first comment from me. And if I remember, I'll put it on the screen, but I got a very short-term memory, so I probably won't. But yeah, I like it. I think that it turned out nice for those who like those type of hats. It's also one that you can, you know, do it different ways. Like you want it like this style. Yeah. You know how they used to wear them back then? I don't know, but you know, you can do it that way. Or you can just do it the old-fashioned bucket style. Just get your brim straightened up before it dries, and there you go. All right, so I'm going to take this off and set it on my mannequin, and then we're going to go over the yarn, which is a new yarn at the making of the video, which is 8/6/2023, that I made this beautiful hat with. I felted it from LionBrand. All right, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back to my normal hat, and you can see my beautiful mannequin, my bust form named Amber, wearing the hat back there while it dries. Okay, so that hat was made with a new yarn from LionBrand that they just came out with, and it's a very special yarn actually. And we'll go ahead and we'll talk about it, and I'll show you the colors that I have of it. Maybe you've seen some reviews of it already, but I'm going to give you my thoughts. Now remember, my reviews are opinion based, right? Okay, and so it's just, you know, my opinions on the yarn. Doesn't really matter, it doesn't really mean anything, and my opinions can be different from everybody else's, and that is okay. So LionBrand's new yarn, it's called Local Grown. It's 100% US wool. So everything about this yarn is made in the United States. The sheep are from the States, where it's spun is from the States, where it's dyed is from the States. It's all American made, which is really hard to come by nowadays, unless you're buying from like a small mill, you know, like Kramer Yarns or you know, places like that mill their own yarn. But for a yarn company to come out with one that's 100% made in the US is kind of rare. It's a rarity nowadays. So here's the label on it. I think the label is nice. I do like the label on it. It's got the sheep on there. Made in the US, of wool in the US. All right. Now, if you know anything about me, I like wool. Wool is my favorite fabric to work with, any type of wool at all. I do have some that I like more than others, but I do like wool. So this one right here is classified as a medium weight number 4. Now, like I already made a hat with it, so I'm going to say that it is a perfect 4-weight yarn. It's nice 4-weight yarn. It's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 186 yards, or 170 meters. Now their knitting needle recommendation is a 5 millimeter, and their hook size is a 6 millimeter. Right on. That's what I would have chosen. That's what I used for my hat. 100% USA wool, hand wash and lay flat. Now they do have let me check out the colors here. Let me go to their website, because there's different places that you can buy it. It's at Joann's, it's at Michael's. I'm just going to go to LionBrand, okay? The main website. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 colors. 15. Now, I don't have all 15, but I can show you the ones that I do have. So this one is called Barn. It's very pretty and very much in line with a Bagoday color. Barn. Okay. And we got a pretty purple here. Beetroot. That's appropriate. I'm going to agree with that. You know what? It kind of looks like a turnip. I guess a turnip is similar to a beet, isn't it? Then we have apple pie. Ooh, apple pie. It's a nice red. I like it. And then we have sagebrush. Appropriate. Good names here we got going on. I love it when the name matches the color. I do. Moss. Perfect. That's pretty. I like that one. I like them all so far. Pretty color palette so far. This is in line with Bagoday as well. Maple. Yes. Maple. I like it. That's very, very pretty. All right, and then we got Mustang. Ooh, like a Mustang horse, maybe? I don't know. Or like a 1968 Ford Mustang. Yeah. Nice black one. Okay, and we got quail. I'm thinking that's probably the horse though, not the car. So we got a nice neutral gray there. When we have this one, which is very pretty, lilac. Definitely a lilac. It looks just like my bushes, and boy, do they ever smell good. And you know what? So does this. I love the smell of fresh wool. I do. It's like I always say, if they made a perfume that was just straight up wool, fresh off the farm wool, I would wear it every day, because I don't even wear perfume. But if they made that, I would wear it. LionBrand, if you're watching, I think that'd be a good seller. All right. Next up, we have blue jeans. Yep. Nice. And then I have another one here, which is bluegrass. A very pretty light blue. And then I use two colors for that hat that you see back there. There's a fly in my room. I used hickory. Sorry, it's been used. I wanted to have something made for the review so I could talk about it. Hickory, I like it. And then this one is very, very pretty as well. Cherry blossom. So those are the colors I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I'm only missing one color. Oh, they got 15. I'm missing 2. I'm missing a white and then like a dark blue, I think. I don't know. Anyways, so that's the colors that they have. And I told you the specs about them. And then, so let's go over the details of the washing process when it comes to a yarn. Sorry. I'm very not prepared for this. I prepared for it, but now everything's just gone, you know, to where it goes in a handbag. Everything's falling over and everything's not working out. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the type of material that this is made of. So this is made up with straight up 100% wool. It's not a superwash wool. So that's why the instructions say to hand wash and lay flat. Because if you do not hand wash and lay flat, it'll felt up just like my hat did. Now, I love to felt. I have many projects felting. You can check out all the tutorials on my channel, but like I said, I'll leave a link to that one in the description box since it was made with this yarn. But definitely, if you use this yarn, you're going to want to hand wash, or you're going to wind up with a felted project. So, you know, if you make a sweater for yourself and it fits you, you don't want to put it in a washer and dryer, or it's going to shrink up on you, because it's not a superwash wool. It's just a regular straight up wool, and that type of wool felts. how does it feel to me? Now, it feels like, it's really hard to explain, but it feels like a straight up wool to me. It is a bit grabby, all right? Grabby as in, would I want to wear a scarf out of it? No. Would I wear a hat? Yes. Would I wear a sweater or a cardigan or any type of top? Yes, but only if a shirt was underneath it. Would I want to wear it on my skin all day long? No. But that don't mean there's anything wrong with the yarn. That just means it's a straight up wool yarn, and that's just kind of how they are. It's a bit grabby. It's not the worst wool I've ever felt on a grabby scale, but I don't think I would want to wear a scarf with it myself. And I really love wool. There's lots of wools I'll wear scarves out of, but this one I probably wouldn't wear a scarf with it. But that doesn't mean anything, because like I said, I'm a big time wool lover. And there's lots of things that I can make with this, like I said, sweaters, cardigans, hats, bags, anything. And you can make pot holders, and then you can felt them. I have tutorials for that on my channel as well. Stuff like that, but just for me particular, it doesn't have to be for everybody. I personally, if I made a sweater out of it, I would wear a shirt under it, but I wear shirts under my sweaters anyways, so it's not really a big deal to me to do that. So I like this red right here. It's really, really calling my name. And I think a sweater out of this, or a cardigan out of this, would be absolutely beautiful. It'd be like a Mr. Rogers sweater. If I made a cardigan, yeah. And then, I'd wear a shirt underneath it, and all would be great. It'd be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day with this lovely wool. Won't you be mine? Yes, you are mine. All right, let's talk about the price. So the price is where people's going to have a little bit of a problem with, because it is a bit of an expensive yarn. So the price at LionBrand is $17.99. I think it's like $16.99 at Joann's. I'm not certain, but it's right around, $16.99, $17.99. That's per ball, okay? And that's for 186, was that what I said? Yeah, yards of a 4-weight, 100% US. Everything about it is US, United States wool. Now, I know that is a high price tag, but is it worth it? Yes. I can tell you some reasons why I think it's worth it, but remember, my views are only opinion based. Color palette is wonderful. Right off, okay? It's beautiful, beautiful color palette. It felted nicely. I always like a good wool that felts. Some don't felt well. This one felted nicely. And it also crochets nicely. Very smooth. It is a bit grabby, like I said, but it's not too bad. But I still would wear a shirt underneath a top or something. Now, another reason why the price tag might seem a bit high, or be a bit high, is because it is 100% made in the United States. The sheep came from here. It's processed here. It's dyed here. And so, and everything about it is from the States. It's local grown, just like the name says. So, that would come with a higher price tag, because it's hard to get yarns like that, like I said. I know some yarns like Red Heart say they're made in the United States, but they're made from imported fibers. Now, if you look on YouTube, there actually is a video of how Red Heart makes a yarn. They get their yarn in pre-dyed from other countries. So it's not like 100% made in the US. This yarn is. And I like it a lot. But I'm not, like I said, I'm a wool lover. So, but I'm not dogging Red Heart either, because I like Red Heart. I like Red Heart a lot. I do. I like their acrylics that say they have the US flag on them and stuff. You just have to remember, those are made from imported fibers, all right? And you can look on YouTube and find a video of how Red Heart has a video. It's on their YouTube channel of how their yarn is spun. They get it in a big thing, a jig. It's already dyed and everything from another country. But it is, they do have factory here where it's spun up here. But it's not 100% made in the US, but this is. So that's what makes it a little bit special, especially for people who like to try to buy things specifically from the United States. Now, I buy yarn from anywhere. I like yarns from all over the place. But of course, if I can buy yarn made in the US, 100% wool made in the US, I'll buy it. That's why I buy from Kramer Yarns. And that's why I buy from Mountain Meadow Wools and Handmade Alpaca, those small yarn companies, because theirs is all made in the United States. And I like that. You have to pay a little bit extra for it. That's fine. It's fine by me. I don't mind paying a little extra for that. So I showed you a beautiful hat that was crocheted and felted, which I do have a tutorial for that. And I showed you all the colors, and we talked about, the gist of the specs of it, and showed you what it looked like, and I told you how it felt. I can only just tell you my thoughts on it. I like it a lot. $16.99, $17.99. That is what you're gonna pay for a yarn like this. Even if you go to somewhere, like I said, one of the small family mills like Kramer Yarns or Mountain Meadow Wools, you probably pay more than that for some of their yarn, or you'll pay equivalent to this. That's just what it is. Does it bother me to pay that? No, it doesn't bother me to pay that. Will I buy it again? Yes, I buy it again. I like it a lot. Like I said, I really like this thread. Thinking about getting some more for a nice Mr. Rogers sweater. I think that would be very, very pretty. So if you like wool, you probably like this, but you have to remember, again, one more time before I go, it's not super wash. You got to hand wash it or it's going to felt. I like the felt. This is a nice felting wool. Some wools are hard. It's hard to find sometimes a good felting wool. I've only found a couple in my time that I thought were good felting wools. This one felted quite nicely. And I enjoy that. I like that a lot, that it felts well, crochets well, and it looks nice. So yeah, I like it. Like I said, I know the price tag's going to be a little bit scary for some people, and that's understandable. It's a high price tag, but it's totally worth it in my opinion, if you think about everything that it is. And you can compare it to other places that do it all in the US, and you're going to see that it's similar, if not a little bit less than them. So I'm proud that LionBrand did this. I know that it's hard for big, sometimes it's hard for companies like that to get their yarn, all of it, every aspect of it, 100% made in the United States. And I'm happy that they came out with this line. I am. So remember, I'm not affiliated with LionBrand. I do not have any affiliate links. Do I care if you buy the yarn? No. Not at all. But I always do recommend that you buy one ball if you can afford it. Always wait for a sale. LionBrand had like a 30% off sale the other day. I think at the release of their new yarn. And give it a go, because just because I like it a lot, remember, I'm a big time wool lover, doesn't mean that you'll like it, but it could be the best yarn you ever had. You never know unless you try. So yeah, buy a ball, give it a go, because you never know until you try. That's really all I got to say. I already knew from the first time that I saw it that I was gonna like it, because I like wool. And then when I felt it and read about it, I liked it even more. And then when I crocheted with it and I felted with it, I liked it the most then. So that's it. Now remember, if you want to see that close hat back there, if you want the tutorial for that, look in the description box or in the comment section. Very first comment, you'll see a tutorial for that beautiful, beautiful hat. So thank you everybody for watching. Yes, thumbs up. 2 thumbs up from LionBrand. A very nice yarn, highly recommended by Bagoday. From one wool lover to whoever else likes wool, I think I like it. I'll see you guys on my next video, okay?